Hey, check it out. Most budgeting advice was written for people who already have breathing room. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, that advice doesn't apply to you, all right? And nobody tells you that. That's the issue right there. But today, I'm going to show you the exact system I built for low income budgeting. You're going to love it. It's not theory, it's not motivation, it's a system. Even if every dollar is already spoken for before Friday hits, this works. So check it out. All right. So here's what nobody says out loud. If you're bringing home 2,500 a month, let's say, rent is 1,200, right? A car note is 350 bucks because cars are so wildly expensive nowadays. Utilities are about 200 bucks, especially if you're in California. And guess what? You've already spent $1,750 before you've even eaten a single meal. It's insanity. So it's not a discipline problem, right? It's just a math problem. Traditional budgeting fails people on low income because it assumes you have money left over to organize. Today we're going to fix that. But they say you don't, right? So the system breaks even before it starts. The fix isn't cutting more, it's flipping the entire approach. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Okay? Here's what the shift that I want you to think about and try to make. Okay? Stop thinking about budgeting as, oh, I need to cut back this, I need to cut back that, so on and so forth. Start thinking about it as a directing forward. All right? And this is what I mean. There's a real difference between this. All right? Cutting is reactive. You see the bill, you start to panic, you try to reduce the damage. But hey, directing is proactive. You decide before Friday hits where every single dollar is going. That's right. You have control of that. That one shift removes most of the stress because now you're in control. The numbers might be tight, but they're your numbers. You put them there on purpose. You take that and you say, you go here this dollar, you go there that dollar, so on and so forth. I'm going to show you that because here's what nobody tells people on low income. This is exactly what wealthy people do. They designate every dollar of where it's going. So start thinking like the wealthy people. Even if you're making the low income, it's okay. Because one day, when you're wealthy, if you want to be, if that's your goal in life, or even if you don't become wealthy and you go from low income to higher income, you have decided in your brain every dollar I make is going to have a plan, it's going to have a purpose. The only variable is the income. Okay? So check it out. Here's the system. It's 4 steps, 4 simple steps. And I'm going to give you something else after that I want you to think about. Okay? Do this before you spend anything from your next paycheck. All right? Step one, write down your take home amount. Write it down. Don't type it in. Well, if you want to, type it in. Write it down. Not gross, your take home. What you're getting that's deposited into your bank account, okay? Or your actual check you get from your employer. All right. Step two, list your fixed necessities. All right. For example, rent, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments, non negotiable bills only. Dollar the amount next to each one. Step three, put the dollar amount into each one. For example, if you pay rent, you put rent is $1,200. Car payment is $350 or whatever that is, so on and so forth. All right, let's go to step three. Step three, this is where a lot of people don't say this. Assign your savings first, even if it's $10 or $20. Okay, it's not a lot of money, but $10 or $20. Okay, not negotiable. This trains your brain that savings is a bill, not an afterthought. So let's say you get paid and you're like, okay, $20, you go here. $10, you go there. Savings. Savings, okay? Every remaining dollar gets a category. food, gas, personal, whatever you need. If a dollar doesn't have a name, it disappears. Give every dollar a job. Every dollar. That's it. That's the system. You're signing it. You see, you're taking that money and you're signing it. Okay, most people skip this. Step three, they skip. You know why? Because they feel like they can't afford to save. Nonsense. Bullshenanigans, as we say. Okay? But here's the truth. You can't afford not to save because the emergency you didn't save for is the emergency that puts you in debt. Okay, that emergency comes, you go in debt possibly. No bueno, no good. Okay, there's one number, actually, another system I want you to also think about, and we're going to calculate it right now. It's called your expense to income ratio, and we're going to break this down really fast. Take your total monthly expenses that you wrote down, divide by your total monthly take home income. So if you're watching this on your phone, if you're watching this on your computer, go ahead and rip out your calculator. All right. So when you rip out your calculator, let's say that I wish I could show you mine, but I can't. I can only do one screen on this. Let's say your total expenses, okay, are two are let's say $1,000, $1,000, and you divide that by your total monthly take-home income. And your total monthly take-home income is you divide by 2,500. Let's say you do equals, that's 0.4. So if that number is above 90%, you're one flat tire away from a crisis. Okay? And that's the danger zone right there, folks. Get it below 80%, you created the actual breathing room. Okay? If you're getting it below 70%, you're building something, which is good. So let's say, again, the monthly expenses. Okay, let's do this. Is $1,500 is the monthly expenses. Okay, and you divide that. I want to start again. 1,500 is the monthly expenses by the income divided by 2,500. That's 0.6, 0.60%. Okay, you're building something. You've got 40% basically of your money left over. Okay, so most people, and remember, if you do have that, you want to start assigning those dollars to jobs, to possibly getting out of debt more, putting a little bit more money towards debt. You want to save too. Most important is you save for that emergency, because that emergency comes. We all know it comes. If you got a car, you know you got an oil change coming. What's that? $75? What is it? Oil change, $75? Okay, you got a car, you know you're gonna get, new tires one day. Okay, that's like a couple $100. You got a car, you gotta get new brakes, right? You might need a transmission changed or flushed and a couple. What the heck is it? I don't even know. I'm not a mechanic like that. I work on my car, but not like that. Okay, cars are money, massive amounts of money sometimes. Gas too, it's craziness. So you want to put those monies, save for emergencies. Save that, even if it's 10 or $20, that $20 is not a lot to begin with. But the next time you get paid, you're putting away that $20, you put another $20 away. That's $40. Cool. And then the next time you get paid after that, you put another 20 away. That's $60. You do that 5 times, that's $100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You got $100 now saved. Cool. That you put into a little savings account. Or check it out. Look at your bank. Look at their CD rates. Now, I'm not giving you investment advice at all, or where to put your money, so on and so forth. You can open it in savings. You can put it in a CD. You can put it in an investment account. Whatever you want to do. But if you want to make a little bit of interest on your savings, on your regular savings, check out certificate of deposits. Some banks have 4%, 3.5%, so on forth, or so on and so forth. Right now, as of June 2026. Okay. So anyway, check this out. Remember what I said. Most people on low income had never heard of this number. We're gonna get back to that expense to monthly income. Okay, expense to income ratio. Excuse me. So most people on that low income have never heard of that number. And I'm going to put these numbers in the description as well, so you understand a little bit better of how to do that. So they know they're stressed out, folks on low income. They don't know why. This is why, because they don't have the numbers. They don't have the savings. They don't have the, the expense to income ratio. They don't understand these things. It's so sad. But hey, I'm bringing it to you. If you're on low income, I'm bringing it to you. God bless you. Use these little systems to help you. Okay? Because once you know this numbers, you stop guessing. You start making real decisions. So I want to be straight with you really fast. Okay? I didn't learn any of this stuff in school. Nobody handed me something, a system. I started reading. I started experimenting. I started studying more. I started experimenting more with money, putting the pieces together on my own. And once I did, a lot of things shifted in my life. Many things. I stopped depending on one income source. I started building real assets. I started winning with money for the first time on some things. And at times I had to go back to work. Okay, there's nothing wrong with working for somebody else. Okay, but all these things God has gifted me with understanding finances, understanding the mind shift changes, and a lot of that stuff is totally because God has blessed me with understanding these things. So all power to God, okay? Jesus, seriously. All right? And this is not a religious channel, by the way. I'm just giving glory to God. So that's the way it is. So anyway, so I kept thinking through all these things and through prayer a lot, all right? This information needs to reach more people because it's not complicated. It's just kind of hidden. That's why it's not taught in school. Some schools are now teaching personal finances, and a lot of schools are not. But hey, check it out. Remember this, you're not bad with money. You were just never given the system or taught certain ways. That changes today. And by the way, everything I just covered, the paycheck allocation method, the debt to income ratio, the expense to income ratio as well. We're going to put that expense to ratio down below. The saving systems, that's all covered in a 7-day framework that I built from scratch. It's called How to Get Off the Financial Tightrope. It's an ebook. It's all inside this ebook. All right. And you can grab that digital version down below as well for $19. If you want the ebook, it's broken into 7 days. You'll love it. You can take your time reading it. It's not a rush book. It's broken into financial literacy, financial education to help you understand money more. All right. If you want the full bundle plus all the worksheets, how to get out of debt, savings more, 7 savings systems, so on and so forth, and the budgeting. I even have a free budgeting on this channel if you want to check that as well. It's a free budget sheet, and then it talks about more of a budget broken down. But anyway, the full bundle, which I'm going to include in the bundle as well, and how to get off the financial tightrope, you've got that for 39. So you've got the book alone for 19. You've got the book plus the tools and the worksheets for 39, and then you're going to get a complete premium package if you really want it. That's going to be $99. And these systems, the $39 and the $99, are still being built right now, okay? Because they're going to be really good with a lot of videos, a lot of information, so on and so forth. But the link to the book for $19 right now is going to be in the description below. Pick the version that basically fits you. And if you want those $39 or the $99, please comment so I can get back to you when they're ready, and I'll let you know. And check it out. If you want the payday day routine that locks all of us in, that all this little excuse me. If you want the payday routine that locks all of this in, the video's right here. You just watched it. Hey, thanks for your time. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video. This is James. I'm out.